We are at Cookworks on Broadway in Granville for another edition of Saturday Chefs with Executive Chef Dana Reinhardt from Windset Farms. We're doing pasta today in the middle of summer, Dana, and I love pasta, but you've got a way to make it less heavy for summer.
Definitely less heavy and almost no cook except for the pasta.
I love that.
Yeah, and this actually is summer to me, is not a lot of cooking unless it's on a barbecue.
I think that's the best method, but we can still have pasta.
Definitely can have pasta. And we're going to be using the Windset Roma tomatoes, which are the best tomatoes for any type of tomato sauce, whether you're doing a raw sauce or a cooked sauce. And that's because they're a great fleshy tomato. So I'm just going to cut into one so you can see their flesh to seed ratio is the lowest of any tomatoes. So you can see when I cut this, even it's nice thick skin, so that makes for a good meaty sauce. It's got lots of structure and texture.
And so you said even if it's an uncooked sauce, and we're doing an uncooked sauce today.
We are doing an uncooked sauce today, but for a cooked sauce as well, Romas are definitely the best tomato. So what I've done is I've cut up a bunch of the Romas.
So just dice it up?
Dice it up. Now we have some garlic. And
pinch of
a little
salt?
bit of salt. Yep,
Okay.
you go for it, and the more, and
Okay.
go crazy.
Oh, my aggression.
Your aggression.
I don't know who I'm mad at, but
Anybody in grade 3 that you didn't like?
oh,
or-
for sure. Yeah, absolutely. The people who teased me when I was a kid, there, take that.
We all have some of those.
Okay.
So I also have some Kalamata olives that I've chopped up that I'm going to throw in there. We're going to give it a couple of tablespoons of balsamic vinegar for some nice acidity. A little bit of extra virgin olive oil as well, because it's kind of what binds everything, the nice richness of the olive oil. Oh yeah, you're doing great.
To anyone who was ever mean to me,
It's just
this is what I think of you. That was good. I feel better now.
And then we just
Oh,
throw the works in there.
okay.
There you go. Great.
And into the sauce.
And so you can get really creative with this sauce. This is a kind of a baseline. You can substitute olives for artichoke hearts or capers. You could add sun-dried tomatoes. You can do different cheeses, different herbs, fresh basil. I'm going to be using some baby arugula.
I love arugula.
Yeah, and this adds a nice kind of peppery bite. So I'm actually going to get you to just
toss it
that.
together?
And then normally what we do then is allow this to sit for about 20 minutes, kind of 15 to 20 minutes.
Just to let all the flavors
They
get
just
together.
meld, and I'm actually going to sneak across and grab a little, because you're going to need a little bit of salt in there too.
Oh, this looks good.
Yeah. So this is great too, because if you can see, it's kind of a chunky fresh sauce, and actually when you throw in the warm pasta, which we're going to do, then you have a warm pasta dish. It's not smoking hot, but it's hot. But this can also be used as a topping for some beautiful grilled bread, for bruschetta.
Oops.
You can also use it for a topping for grilled chicken breast or even a grilled steak. It's just a nice, fresh summer sauce.
Okay.
So we're going to move over to the boiling water here where I have my linguini.
Yeah, you've got a weird little contraption over there.
This is, we're at the Cook's Works shooting, so we're using some of their new gadgets, and this is one of their vegetable pasta steamers. So I'm just.
I think it looks like a jellyfish, but
Yeah,
it's basically
very
just
sea-like.
very pliable, and so you've already parboiled the.
This is already par-cooked. I'm just reheating them, so I'm going to take those out and drain them.
You can use that for vegetables.
You can steam
like that.
vegetables in them, and they suggest shellfish as well, which I thought was quite hilarious. And then, because it's not metal, it's not hot.
Ah, I see.
So that's,
And it doesn't take up as much room.
well, and fold this up in your cupboard.
I just toss it.
So
Okay, so there's.
that's a sauce that's actually been marinating for a while, and I'm going to just toss
Now
a little
toss
bit of
this
the
together.
pasta.
And so it's warm, so it does
it's
sort
warm,
of.
yeah. Now I'm going to throw just a tiny glug more of olive oil in there, just because I love fresh sauces with a nice kind of pepperiness of the olive oil.
And it makes it look nicer too.
Yeah, and then we're just going to top it with some Parmesan cheese, and that's it.
There you go.
Yesterday was the official day of summer, and it just.
I let you plate because me, I just dump it in a plate. Not quite as pretty.
You don't have to be as fancy as I am. I'm just going to kind of spread that sauce over top.
Okay, here, it's pretty. And now?
Yeah, our bags are all now gone.
It's delicious. Thank you,
You get to eat
Dana.
pasta on camera.
Yeah. Oh, not the messiest thing I've ever eaten, but pretty close. Thanks, Dana.
You're welcome.
Look at you doing the carbo loading there.
Love pasta.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, it's so good. That was really good.
I like it way too much, though. That's the problem.
I know, exactly. You know, the problem is I make it at home and I make a big pot of it, but then I eat it all because it's
All of it?
Well, not all of it, but I eat way more than I should because it's so good. It's right
So
there.
you eat leftovers. See, my wife doesn't eat leftovers.
Well, send them my way.
I'll have to do that more
Which
often.
he has. Our recipes are online at globaltbsp.com. Look for Saturday Morning News and you'll find all of our Saturday Chefs recipes. So